Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage and Watercolor Wednesday, Part 2 with Leslie Watkins. So in the last video, I went ahead and I painted this background using water-based inks to get this wonderful sort of autumn foliage impression. And then what I've done is it's mounted on a piece of rich raspberry, and this is going to go on the gift card holder that I made in the last video. But I decided I'd come back on real quick and just show you how I continue to work on the card, because what I did was I used my heat tool to help speed up the drying a little bit. It's still slightly damp, but I think that it's dry enough to continue working with. So if you remember, in the last video, I showed you some chrysanthemums, and I found this wonderful chrysanthemum stamp in the Positive Thought stamp set, and I thought I would use that to do a little bit of gold heat embossing. So I've got my stamp mounted up. I have my Versamark ink, and I'm just going to get that nice and juicy. And I'm going to stamp in the top corner, also in this lower corner, and then a couple of times over here. And I'm just sort of rotating the stamp around a little bit. Okay, that should do it. And I've got my heat embossing powder. This is gold. Kelly, you're back. Thank you for joining me again. This is a surprise reappearance here. But I just felt like the previous video was just a little too unfinished, and I had the time, so I popped back on. All right, so there is that. Now I'm going to mute while I get my heat tool going, and I'll remember to Okay, there we go. So I gave that a little extra drying on the back because it's still a little bit damp, but I think I can help make it lie flat with a little bit of burnishing. When you see your card beginning to curl a little bit like that, it's because that there's still moisture in there. So that will flatten out as it dries. But there is, oh, I missed a spot. Okay, I'm going to do this again. Okay, that's better. So there's my beautiful gold shimmer. And I have a sentiment that I've already die cut. So I've got my Happy Thanksgiving. And I'm going to put that on just like that. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, dot it around. Okay. And I'm going to get my tissue. Let's see, where can I grab that right there? Okay, so I've got a tissue here, and I'm just going to give that a little bit of a blot. There we go. And now my happy. Okay, that should do it. I think I missed a spot. I'm just going to put a little bit more right there. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to switch sides here because I'm right-handed. I'm just going to put that like so. Okay. Get the other glue. Ginger, you're back. What does she say? Ginger, this this stamp set, Positive Thoughts, is one of my all-time favorites. If I could have just 2 stamp sets that are still available right now, and by the way, everybody, just a quick reminder, today is the day for that 15% off sale of all the stamp sets in the annual catalog that are rubber stamps. So that is an awesome sale. You don't want to miss that. It's only today for 24 hours. But if I could have just 2 stamp sets only, it would be the Positive Thoughts with the dies, the bundle, and also Very Versailles is another wonderful designer's, what I consider a designer's stamp set, because it's just so versatile. It's got that that very beautiful distressed background script that you can use, and it has that wonderful medallion. I don't have it out right now, otherwise I'd show it to you. But Very Versailles and the Positive Thoughts stamp set, and the dies, I think they're called Nature's Thoughts, are wonderful sets. Those are 2 that I will probably always hang on to. I'll just keep those handy. The other great stamp set that is also on sale today is Butterfly Brilliance. And if you don't have that one, I would certainly remind you to take a look at that. Oh yeah, and so here on the inside of the card, on that stitched rectangle message layer, I stamped that chrysanthemum again, and you can see it's really it's a lovely design. So yeah, it's funny, Ginger, how you can sometimes overlook something, but then when you see it being used, it shows it in a whole other light. So there is the cover of the card. I think we could use a little bit of embellishment. I have these gilded gems, which I think would look nice. So let's open up this little package. Okay. And I don't think I want the great big ones. I think I'm just going to go with the smaller ones. Maybe we'll put one big one on. Let's see what happens. But these gilded gems actually work so beautifully with the gold foil paper. They're just a perfect match. Take a medium one. I'll put that up there. Okay, so just a very simple card, but I just wanted to share with you how you can use those inks to make a wonderful seasonal background. You know, you could do the same thing for Christmas with your reds and your greens, and so on throughout the season. So there's the front of the card with the embossing and the extra gold sentiment. Place on the inside for your writing, and let me zoom you out a little bit, and then a place to put your gift card or money, or You could squeeze a little chocolate in there too. Maybe not the best idea, but you know, you could also use something like that for a place setting at your Thanksgiving table, and then it would be kind of nice to have a little flat chocolate on the inside, or maybe some of those peppermint chocolates. All right, so thank you for coming back in this unexpected second part of the autumn gift card video. I hope it gave you some ideas. I hope you enjoyed that. Please make sure that you are subscribed to Notes from Dandelion Cottage, and you can do that on my website at dandelioncottagedesign.com. And I will also be posting the supplies that I used today after the video, and some other links so that you can go to my subscription and get on there right away, because I'm going to be sending out a bunch of stuff very, very soon that I don't think you're going to want to miss. There's a special tutorial coming right up on doing that frightfully cute pop-up flat fold box. So please stay subscribed, stay well, stay happy, stay creative, and I will see you next time.